Hi Lancers, welcome to week 4. This is Robin Thompson and this is Ethical Dilemmas. I hope you enjoy my presentation this week. So we're going to talk about impropriety in the workplace, which is definitely a violation of the Code of Ethics. It is definitely something that is not with integrity, which we know is not adhering to moral and ethical principles because we work honestly and fairly with the public and each other. So we already all know we're public administrators. We are supposed to be equal, fair, honest, non-biased, all that good stuff. Um, the scenario this week is going to talk about unfair and biased treatment. I'm going to give an example of working in a courthouse in the clerk's office where you have clerks representing the court, and you have attorneys, you have runners, you have people coming in representing themselves, known as a pro per. So as a clerk, you are to be fair and impartial to all. You're required to give equal, fair justice to everybody that comes to your window. So it doesn't matter how much knowledge someone has or doesn't have, you are to treat them all the same way. So an example of unbiased treatment would be, you have an attorney that comes in all the time. You know them from the past, so you give them preferential treatment. They come to your window. You process more documents than others that you're allowed to do. You might set up earlier court dates for them because you know what? At the end of the day, they give you gifts, simple little subtle gifts. A gift card, they leave it on your counter. They send food in and they make it seem like it's for the office, but you're giving this person special treatment over somebody else, and we know that the perception is very key. So other people may notice this and they may say that, you know what, you're being unfair and you're not providing equal justice to other partners as well. So using that example this week, we're going to talk about two different theories, and the first one is going to be for Thomas Hobbes and the social contract theory. So we can apply this theory both ways in a positive or negative way. So with the social contract theory, we have um, social, moral, and political legal rules that we justify. We are rationally thinking. We have a choice. We choose the right answer because it's the right answer, or we choose to do the right thing because we know that it's the right thing. There's no battle. We just instantly and we innately do these things because it's the right thing to do. And it can be justified by, the outcome. And these rules and these decisions that we're making them based on, social rules, laws, principles, all these things that kind of govern society. And the negative part of this that you could apply this to this scenario is, these personal or internal gains, they're worth breaking the rules for. Well, you know what? I don't really get paid enough money to, um, you know, provide the same treatment for all. So if this attorney is going to give me gifts because I'm able to assist him more efficiently or effectively or give him extra treatment, then I'm going to do that because it helps me. So you might have this internal battle where you're like, oh, should I not do it? Because you do question it, but in the end you choose the wrong decision. You don't have this rational agreement. So you're basically making a choice, but the difference between the positive and negative is that the social contract theory actually says that we just do this and we don't even think about it. We don't even think about doing it any other way. And the negative part again is that it's worth it. We weigh out the options and we weigh out the consequences and we choose to do the wrong thing because in the end it's easier and we rationalize it for ourselves. We make it okay. The second theory we're going to apply this scenario to this week is for the virtue theory. And the positive part of this one is that honesty is the best policy. And it's just the easy thing to do. We don't want to get in trouble. We don't want someone to think bad about us. We don't want there to be a negative stereotype about us because we're honest and we're trustworthy and we're reliable and we're committed to the organization. We're committed to doing the right thing and we're committed to providing service to the public as we're told to do so, as our code of ethics tells us to do. But again, it's just something that it's innate within us. It's just normal for us to do that. It's just part of our moral character and it's part of our duty. And we think about the consequences. And so the other part of this too is we want to comply with the rules and we want to comply with, what we're supposed to do. And the negative part is that we just really struggle to make the right decision. It's just, at the end of the day, it's easier to do what's right for me than it is to do what I'm supposed to do. So the virtue theory can be applied to that scenario positively or negatively. And in the end, our duty as a public servant, as I said in the beginning, is to provide equal, fair treatment to all. We work for the public. We are to serve them, and we're to do that no matter what the scenario is and what the circumstances are. I hope you guys enjoyed my presentation this week. I definitely look forward to listening to all of yours. Thank you, and God bless.